Hey YouTube, Nick here from X5 Overland. Quick one today. I'm doing my subframe bushings. I already did that one and the other two on the other side. But I rented a tool that has been a great help. I'm not usually one to buy tools, especially ones that only do one job. But I will advocate for this one. It's only 60 bucks on Amazon. I'll link it down below. And if you live in the Oregon area and are willing to drive up here, I'll even let you borrow it. Sorry if I sound like I'm dying. I have really bad allergies. I'm allergic to grass and I live in the grass capital of the world. Or the grass seed capital of the world. So the first part is just this little plate. You slide it on top. It's got little grooves that lock it in. The rod, threaded rod. One side's threaded really short. Push that up. You thread it into the cap here. Boom. It's got this big old cup that goes down on the bottom. It's also got two little grooves on it that line up to right here on the side of the bushing. And then you put the nut on. The nut has a built-in bearing. So that's nice. And yeah, you can already see how simple this is going to be. If you could see anything, the sun's really shining. Got the top cap on, threaded with that through bolt. Got the bottom receiving bell on there, and then you got a 15/16 nut to turn down here. It's pretty simple. You just tighten her up, and as you tighten, it'll pull this cup up until it makes contact with the actual subframe, and then this cap will push that bushing all the way out. Hopefully I can do this while recording. Alright, there it is. Old one out. Now it might look like it's pretty good. Just from the side, it looks like brand new rubber. But if you look at the one I pulled out on the other side. Alright, so there's the hole that the bushing used to be in. So what I do is I clean that out with WD-40, but you don't want any oil in there, so you want to clean that WD-40 off with some isopropyl alcohol or something like that, just to get all the oil out. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll press the new one in. It's all clean. I cleaned it with WD-40, and all I had around was mass airflow sensor cleaner, so I cleaned it with that. To put the new one in, we have this top plate here. It's a different top plate. This actually sits on top of the actual subframe. Then you take your dowel. So the kit also comes with a bottom plate for pushing. So you set your bushing on there and it sits in the little groove. Can't spin. You line that groove up with just basically generally the side of the car. That way you know the bushings go in the same direction. And then you put your nut on. And there's a bee flying around me. Set it so it's going straight up and down, just by eye. I made a tiny mark, center line. Find a way to line it up. Then you grab your 15/16, which I don't know where I put mine because I last used it as a hammer, and you slowly crank her down. So you'll notice as you're tightening these that it kind of makes sense to go until you feel resistance, and then stop, and the rubber will settle where it needs to go, and then you keep going. If you just kind of hammer it home, especially if you use like an impact driver or a ratcheting wrench and you just kind of go to town, you might rip that rubber and it might ball up on you. This way, it just goes in nice and neat. So just a slowly but surely type deal. Oh, one thing you should know about the backside while I have you guys here. This one has a bracket for the exhaust, and I could not find a way to get that big cup onto the actual subframe without bending the exhaust bracket. I don't know if you guys can see that. My camera's being super wonky. But this exhaust bracket right here, I had to bend it out of the way. I just put a 15/16 wrench on it and bent it. So I'll have to bend that back when I put the new one on. Or actually, the new one's already on. There you go, it's all the way in. Now you just back this guy off. Pry the subframe down a little bit more. And pull it out. Alright, that's going to do it for this video, guys. If this video helped you out, please like, comment, subscribe. Please consider subscribing, that would be awesome. The more the merrier. I will link this tool down in the description below. It's a cheap tool, 60 bucks, save you hours of work. It's well worth it in my eyes. And if you live in the Oregon area, come pick it up, you can borrow it. So yeah, please consider subscribing, it really helps us out. See you guys in the next one.